Hello and welcome to part 2 of the Blitz Krieg Predator 212 modification series. In this video, we're going to actually be doing some head shaving or decking or whatever you want to call it. We're shaving about 40 thousandths off the head, and I hope you enjoy it. It might be a little boring to some of you, but oh well. It's kind of cool that I have the tools here to do what I need. So that always helps, having the proper tools. I would like to have used a fly cutter, but I don't have a good fly cutter and I didn't want to order one, so I used a boring bar holder for the mill with a boring bar and a specially ground tool bit. So everything worked out well with that. I hope you enjoy the video. So we're using the Bridgeport with the NC Accurite mill power on it, and this is a sweet mill. I'm not very familiar with it. We kind of have the head clamped a little janky, so we're going to see how this goes. If it picks the head up and throws it across the shop, at least it'll be on camera. Not ideal, I know. I'd rather have it clamped to the table, but I don't want to have to rush to get the vise trimmed and get put back on in case somebody needs it the following day. So that is why we're doing it that way. So what we're using is a boring head with an R8 spindle taper. The boring bar happens to have a triangular shaped tool bit in it, and this one just so happened to be the right relief angle and everything. The chip load on this is actually pretty high. We tried it with less chip load and more chip load. Here's the piece that we ended up with for our test with the current bit in it. I know this is a solid block and this is not. This is cast, that is not. So I know there's some differences, but we're just going to try it out and see how it goes. This did not move at all. You could probably almost lift the mill up by this, so not really, I'm just exaggerating. The surface turned out really nice. So the next step is we're going to verify that we did in fact take the amount off that we wanted to by measuring from this parallel here up to here. And if that's all well and good, we're going to take this out and we're going to do some porting on the head just real quick, just to get some of the edges broken and potentially match port it to our Mikuni 22mm intake. Okay guys, so after a long day, we finally have the Predator 212 back together on the Blitz Krieg, and I think you're gonna like what it looks like. Maybe not, I don't know. The gas tank is still temporary. We have it electrical taped onto the frame, which is what we had last time, and it seemed to work fantastically. So I'll probably end up welding one together out of aluminum like I did on the ridiculous mini bike build. So what did we learn from all of this? Well, spending money on mini bike engines is pretty fun, and also working on them is pretty awesome too. We also found out that it's possible to melt the tire hot enough to where you get gravel sticking to it. So aside from that, we still need to work on some jetting. Kind of wondering if, now that we're all top end, if we need to adjust our gearing to suit that. But also, I want my girlfriend to ride it because she's the primary rider of this vehicle, and with somebody lighter on it, it might just be way faster. So that's kind of why I'm curious to see how it would work with somebody smaller on it. But aside from that, we're going to need hydraulic brakes, and a larger diameter exhaust might help it get into its power band sooner as well. All in all, it's a pretty awesome project, and we are still working on it, and it's going to be quite fun throughout the time that we are working on it. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. The Go Power Sports stuff went on pretty good. Some of it needed a few modifications. The intake manifold, for instance, needed drilled out a little bit bigger on the bolt holes. We had to go to an F drill, which is 0.257, just to get it to line up where the bolt holes were the right spacing and everything. And it sure as heck roasts the tire way easier. So we had a cloud of smoke going. I don't know if you could see it on the film or not. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, be sure to click the thumbs up button. And also, if you want to see more projects like this or anything else I have on my channel, click the subscribe button so that you can make sure you don't miss out on any of it. And keep checking back. We'll see you on the next video.